Hello there, friends, and welcome to another exciting episode of Play Pause It with Mr. Hyde. Today we are going to be talking about SOL 5.14 Part B, which is just talking excuse me, about combining and then subdividing our polygons. So if you remember from a couple weeks ago, all right, we were talking all about polygons. And friends, that right there is just a shape, okay? That is anything with three or um, more sides, right? Because anytime that we have a three-sided shape, we now have a triangle. Then you do a four-sided shape, and then you got a square or a rectangle, or as we like to then also call them, friends, a quadrilateral, right? So anytime that we combine shapes, we can make a new shape. And if we have a larger shape, we can always dissect it and tear it apart and then make smaller shapes. All right, so let's take a look here at a little bit of that today and what these things mean. All right. All right. So there's a few things that you can do, right? You can get some paper and we can actually cut some shapes out and uh, um, um, make shapes like that. But I do have a link for you here in about 2 minutes that you are going to get to then actually play with and create shapes with me. So let's keep rolling. All right, friends. So a very important thing to understand about these particular standards is that we have two new vocabulary words here. We have subdivide and we have combine. All right. So the parts of this that I want to draw your attention to, especially in that word subdivide, because that's one that we probably do not see super often. But subdivide, right, means that we are taking it apart, right? We are putting it into different groups. So if you take a look right down here, we have made this fun shape, which let's count this shape's particular sides here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is a six-sided shape called? Take a moment and think about that. All right, nice job, friends. A six-sided shape is called a hexagon. So that's what that one would be called there. Okay. Which actually, no, yep. Okay, hexagon. I was just trying to see here if maybe that was another vertice, but it is not. It is not. That is still a six-sided shape right there. All right, friends. So if we draw a few different lines on this here, as you can see, we can turn it into a trapezoid, a parallelogram, and then a right triangle down there at the bottom. But we could even take that even further and we could turn it into a different trapezoid and then have another triangle there, right? We could turn this parallelogram into three triangles, if I can draw straight lines. But we get the idea there, right? When we are subdividing, what we are doing is we are taking a larger shape and we are going to be just basically cutting it apart in two different shapes. All right. And then, friends, when we combine, okay, we are doing just that. We are taking two separate shapes and we are, boom, combining them into one. So in this case here, we have two different trapezoids that when we put them together, they make one. Same shape as before, right? What is this shape's name again? Nice job. This shape is the hexagon. All right, friends, so let's go ahead and let's get on to some playing around here with some of these shapes. So please take a moment and click on the link that I have just included in our play posit. All right, welcome back over here. And on the screen, what you can see is that we have some tangrams. All right. Now, essentially, friends, these things here, what they do is they can form a square if you put them all in the correct spot. So that is a certain challenge that you can work on. Like, where do these go to make a square? And friends, I will tell you this right now, Mr. Hyde is not very good with his tangrams when it comes to putting all of these back into just one larger square. But my first challenge for you here is, can you form a square out of two triangles? Go ahead and do that. All right, now that you're back, let's show you the two different options that you could have done. So you could have used that red right triangle, and you could have used this orange right triangle. And then that right there forms a square for you. All right, or you could have used this blue right triangle and this green right triangle, and you could have gone ahead and made another square. All right. Now, another question here, friends. Can you form a rectangle? Can you form a rectangle? Go ahead and give that a shot. All right, welcome back. And let's go ahead and let's review one of the ways that Mr. Hyde found, right? One of the ways that I found is that I can create a rectangle by combining the square that I just made with this square right here. So now this side up here is the same length as this side down here, and this side over here is the same length as this side over here. All right, friends, so for the next few minutes, I want you just to play with these shapes and figure out what can you make with them. All right, go ahead, go ahead. Nice work there, friends. And then go ahead here and try to make one of the shapes that you see at the top of the screen. And Mr. Hyde's going to do the same thing. All right, so let's say here that I'm going to try to make that rocket ship. All right, I'm going to put this one over here. I'm going to bring this square over to here. Then it looks like I have one of my right triangles like this. Bring that down. And then this right triangle has to come under here. All right, then this entire piece comes on over here. Bring it over a little bit further. There we go. And then right on up top. So notice, friends, that we took all of those shapes and then we made a little rocket ship out of it, right? But not only that, check this out. We combined those two right triangles into a different formation, and now we have the same thing as this parallelogram right over here. Yeah, so friends, anytime that we are combining or subdividing a polygon, what we are doing is we are creating new shapes. All right, friends. So I want you guys to go ahead and keep on playing here with these, and then email me and tell me, or even take some screenshots and send them to me about the cool designs that you made with your tangrams over this next week. I look forward to seeing those pictures, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.